let's talk about the full moon in Libra happening on May 1st. Now, Libra is all about negotiations, it's relationships and the law. Now, it's also about arts, fairness, balance. And the balance here is the physical world and the spiritual world. This is in Shawtee Nakshatra, the marketplace and banks and institutions. Also, it will involve research facilities and airports and airplanes especially. And there can be some crashes here. I'll explain that in a minute. Now, there's a focus on financial gains and there's a focus on worldly prominence through partnerships. Shawtee is the most independent nakshatra, people who can do things on their own. And this makes them very great entrepreneurs who can make a lot of money. But it's showing that these negotiations with leaders, politicians, those in government are actually very lawless. And they're going to be based on emotion rather than logic. They're going to try to keep their best interests above everybody else. Now, they're going to try to find a way to work around traditional rules and boundaries. This also applies to father figures and mother figures who have commanding personalities. Remember, this is ruled by Rahu. Hence, it knows how to get around these rules, how to break the law and move freely. And this will also have to do with water somehow, and that's probably what we've been seeing in the matters of war. But it's good for those, like I say, who have their own business because you can get around things. Things will happen very fast and very swiftly. Now, Venus is in Rohini, and so these negotiations can lead to some kind of financial security through a deep transformation. That can have to do with oil, agriculture, beauty products, and this can be done through the means of shared resources, other people's money and loans, for example. But remember, Saturn is aspecting Rohini as well. So this is just going to be for a short time. This can also affect beauty products and shared resources. Other people's money and loans, for example, can come in. This is the ox cart that brings a harvest. Also, money from taxes. There's a focus here on paying debt off. The 8th house also, though, creates a crisis before a transformation. So it's important to understand that travel plans, cars, trains can be delayed because of oil as well. Ego conflicts can be seen in relationships and negotiations. Some may want to mature all of a sudden. So this nakshatra is symbolized by the cord. So there's a sense of having to cut this cord. It is associated with Lord Hanuman and is the greatest devotee to the king. So it's the warrior who's actually very brave, intelligent, and loyal. It's associated with Saraswati. So there's themes about music and learning, education systems. This learning will come from hidden knowledge. A crisis situation or occult knowledge can come about. And this information can have to do with the material plane, the Garden of Eden, as this is the nakshatra of the demiurge, of Brahma. Like I said, it can break the laws, and this can also show scandals that happen, and it's death as well. So some relationships can end due to some secrets being revealed. It's the 8th house, which can bring up a lot of unexpected events. Union strikes, for example, and obsessions or secret affairs. Those in high positions, celebrities, those with a lot of money, affairs at work that are very possessive or jealous and wanting stability. Some can gain through marriage and partnerships and having their own business ventures as well, especially if you're taking on a leadership role. Endings in relationships can also happen that lead to healing and starting over and starting new again, which can be part of your destiny or good fortune. We also have to watch out for accidents, like I said, involving planes, trains, natural disasters with water as well. That can affect farmers. Saturn and Mars are both aspecting this moon from the 6th house. The Saturn and Mars conjunction now is showing a conflict in war is still there. There's kind of a standstill, or it can be frustrations and explosive events that happen, acts of violence happening as well. But we are able to defeat it. It's weighing heavy on the mind, and some may feel like they're burnt out or overworked at this point with tasks that have to be completed. Now, this is a push and pull in the matters of negotiation, in the matters of war, of import and export. And this will become explosive from May 7th until the 15th, when Mars will be at the Gandanta point, a point of crisis and challenge. And I have a whole video, a separate video about that coming soon. Many can be offered careers which can make them more independent at this time. But like I said, you're going to be working hard. And there's a transformation of sorts happening a positive one with the matters of leadership, but also business partnerships and relationships. Some can be welcomed by the public, like sudden fame, for example, but you may not care about it. Many will want to become less codependent and go out on their own using courage and intuition. There's a focus on shared resources, relationships. Many can financially get something that they didn't work for, that just comes out of nowhere. Money that's handed to you, like I said, that could be taxes, but also inheritances or a bonus at work or from your spouse. Secrets are also being kept in circles around the mind of the leaders in the entertainment industry as well, and the stock market. Elite circles are not sharing this information. These explosive events in war are going to happen in water, and people are focused on daily tasks that have to be done in solitude. With Jupiter in the 9th house in Gemini, we have higher knowledge that comes to us, which is communicated to us through a book, writing, a guru, podcast, and friends who will help you defeat your enemies or complete these tasks. Knowledge on how to heal any disease can come to you through someone you know, how to rejuvenate your body, but also how to heal a relationship. Good luck can come in sports or any activity that requires adrenaline and is unpredictable. Now, it's also important to note that with Rahu in the 5th house, that manipulation in the stock markets is very heavy at this time. Huge ups and downs because of these circle groups who are in control of it. And there could be secrets revealed that have to do with the entertainment industry and sports. And also this moon has to do with spiritual awakening, as it comes right after Chinnamasta Jananti, which is the deity that represents the third eye. Awakenings, huge awakenings can come. Now, the businesses or the professions that we'll hear about that this will include or affect are people who work for themselves, any kind of business where you are a very independent person, but also a computer software, teachers and lawyers and judges and politicians, singers, musicians, anyone in the creative art field, researchers and technology, all kinds of sports, and pilot, airports. Also, this is affecting the transportation industry, housekeepers, and the trade unions who may not feel that they're getting the respect they deserve. So that's just a little bit about that. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one.